Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Kay, and here on my channel I share everything nails with you. In today's video we'll be doing a build gel fill on my client's nails. We are going for a more natural French design, so I will be going in with my DC Barely There on the tip of our natural nails, and then we'll go over entire nails using DC Mastermind 2455. If you guys watch my videos on here, you guys know this is one of my favorite go-to colors that I'll use in almost every video, and that's because it is so natural. There's not too much pigment, and it's almost like the natural nail plate. And because it is so natural, it's easy to just go over with it with one shade and you'll still get that natural look. So I've had a few of my clients come in asking for this natural French design, including my daughter. So I'm glad I'm able to record it for YouTube. And here, I don't know if you guys could see on the side of her thumb and her pointer, I want to say, she was playing nail tech. Yes, she said she had a little snagging and she went ahead and reshaped it. So we will be going in with Polygel to repair the side of her nails. I love the natural shape of her nails, and I've been telling her, like, just embrace it. She wants me to give her a skinny coffin. There's no such thing with it being so short. So if she was to grow it out just a tiny bit more, I would be open to taking the sides in just a little bit without overfiling the sidewalls. So yeah, you guys see me use my tungsten removal bit to take off the top coat and the thin layer of cover color that we use. We don't use a lot of builder gel on her, so I didn't really want to debulk, but I did take just a tiny bit off. You'll see once I apply the builder gel, I make sure I fill in the cuticle area, the new growth area, and then I take it down the entire nail. Allow it to self level just a tiny bit, and then I'll go in and flash cure. Once we flash cure and we're done with application, she'll cure for another 60 to 90 seconds. Here I'm going in with my fine flame bit to exfoliate her cuticles and gently push them back. And I'm using the tip of my flame bit to gently just expose the cuticle area just a tad bit more without piercing into the nail file. Once that is done, it will help me see the dead skin a little bit more. I'm not going to be doing any nipping. The only finger that I did nip, dead skin that I did nip, was the skin on her thumb, I want to say, and maybe this pointer right here, but no nipping. And then once we're done, we use some cuticle oil to rehydrate the nail plate, and then she exfoliate. And once they're exfoliating, I'll usually tell them to rub the sugar scrub around their nail plate as well. So yeah, that's that for the prep, and then I'll be back once we get to the application. So here I'm using a small bead of polygel to repair her sides, and I'm using my orange wood stick to pat it in. Usually I'll go in with my polygel brush. It was not needed because by the time I get done patting it, it was smooth enough where I could flash cure it and go in with my builder gel. I do like to still go in with a fine carbide bit to make sure I don't have any lumps and bumps and everything is still looking nice and natural. Once the product goes under the light, guys, it can absolutely swell up. I don't like bulky nails, and my clients don't either. So I do this just to keep the appearance nice and natural, and we're just going for a little structure over her nails. So that's what helps my clients' nails look nice and natural, as well as controlling the size of the beads. So on this middle ring finger, you see that I use about a medium size bead to fill in that new growth area, and then I fan the brush out and take the product down the entire nail. Of course, we're creating a slip layer to help the product glide down the nails a little bit more. And guys, I'm sorry I'm making a mistake. I am a tad bit tired. I am not gonna lie. My voice is a little lower today. I am currently reviewing some chapters for some lesson plans I need to create for my student teaching hours, and I am doing this voiceover, so I'll be on schedule this week. So excuse my low pitch voice and making the mistakes. But yeah, here I'm going in with one more bead on her pointer finger, and her pointer finger apex is a tad bit higher, so I don't like to really apply a lot of color. And we did apply polygel on the free edge, so I just did a small bead, fill in that new growth, and then fan the brush out and take the rest of the product down the entire nail. And I'm doing the same thing for the thumb, creating a slip layer. Take up a small bead, apply it, gently push it closest to the cuticle, make sure everything is nice and leveled, and then I brush it down the entire nail. And then we're going to flash cure, and once we're done flash curing, we're curing for a full 60 to 90 seconds. Once her hand is out the light, we're going to wipe or cleanse the inhibition layer using alcohol and a lint-free wipe. And now I'm going in with my 180 grit nail file to crispy up her sides and her free edge, and then I'll go in with my fine carbide bit over her entire nail. So here I'm using my 240 grit sanding band to finish file, making sure there's no scratches created from using the fine carbide bit. When we're done, I like to give them a brush, tell them to wash with no soap, just to make sure all the dust and debris is off the nails. And I like to tell them to use no soap because hand soaps do have natural oils, and sometimes with the oils being back on the nail, it can cause the polish to separate, so you'll get these bubbles. This is why I let them wash with soap before sitting down and brush under their nails. And then once we're done, they could go ahead and wash with soap once more. Here I'm going in with my DC Barely Dare. I want to say it's 24.49 on her free edge. And then I'll be using my cleanup brush just to clean it up a little bit so it can mimic the natural smile line of her nails. And then we'll be going in with a thin layer of Mastermind 24.55, and then we'll go in with our top coat. And the top coat that I'll be using is the Gel Bottle Extreme Shine top coat. Love their top coat. I know they're back in the spotlight again with the reformulation of their um, products. I do stock up on their product whenever they have a sale, so I haven't had a chance to really use any of their new products. And this is why I shared with you guys, I want to say maybe November or December, that I will be using clear moving forward. Sometimes the pigmented colors do give a little bit more trouble than others, and really and truly there's so many different shades of nude colors that we could buy to put over the clear to give our clients the perfect shades that they're looking for. So just to save myself the headache, I will be using clear, whether it's clear polygel, clear hard gel, clear builder gel, or acrylic on my clients just to save myself from the headache. But if I ever start having problems with their system, I'll for sure, start looking around. And there's so many out here now. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find something to replace their system. But yeah, so far I don't have any problems. Love using their products, and I've been using their products for some years now. So yeah, here I'm going in with my Mastermind, my favorite, over in tiny nails, and it looks so natural. That's the look that she was going for, and we achieved that by just applying a little bit of, and this is like a half white, like bone translucent color that we use on the tips. So it was perfect, and I just used a tiny bit, clean it up a little bit, and that was it. Now I'm going in with Extreme Shine top coat over entire nail, and then I like to spray with alcohol, and then use a lint-free wipe to wipe their nails down, and then apply cuticle oil, exfoliant, and they'll wash, and I'll take my after photos. So if you have made it this far in this video, thank you for hanging with your girl. To my subscribers, thank you so much for hanging with me. If you are new here, welcome. If you are just a viewer, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more nail content. And until the next one, thanks for watching.